Imagine waking up every morning and watching your body effortlessly shed fat, all without starving yourself. No more cravings, no more constant hunger, no more endless cycles of dieting failure. It sounds almost too good to be true, right? But what if I told you that everything you've been taught about weight loss is wrong? For years, you've been told that losing weight means suffering through hunger, cutting calories, and forcing yourself to exercise more. But the truth is, fat loss doesn't have to be a battle. There's a way to shed fat while feeling completely satisfied, without counting calories, without obsessing over macros, and without feeling deprived. And today, I'm going to show you exactly how the carnivore diet allows you to burn fat around the clock, effortlessly. If you're tired of struggling with hunger and diets that never work, hit that subscribe button now and join a community that's breaking free from the myths of weight loss. Most diets don't fail because you're weak. They fail because they make you hungry. And when you're hungry all the time, losing weight turns into a battle you can't win. You've been told that to lose weight, you need to eat less and move more. But here's the truth. Cutting calories too much backfires. Instead of helping you burn fat, it makes you feel miserable, weak, and constantly craving food. And the worst part? The more you try to resist hunger, the stronger it becomes. Your body isn't working with you, it's working against you. Eating less sounds logical, right? But when you drastically cut calories, your body thinks it's starving and shifts into survival mode. Instead of burning fat, it slows down your metabolism to conserve energy. Your body doesn't want to lose weight, it wants to keep you alive. And it doesn't stop there. Extreme calorie restriction increases hunger hormones like ghrelin, making you obsess over food. Ever been on a low-calorie diet and found yourself constantly thinking about your next meal? That's not just you, that's your body fighting to get more food. And even if you manage to push through the hunger, there's another problem. You're not just losing fat, you're losing muscle. Your body starts breaking down muscle tissue for energy, which makes fat loss even harder in the long run. Less muscle means a slower metabolism, and a slower metabolism means that when you finally eat more food again, you store even more fat than before. Maybe you've tried to be healthy and followed a low-fat, high-carb diet. Oatmeal for breakfast, a sandwich on whole wheat bread for lunch, and brown rice for dinner. These foods are marketed as healthy because they contain fiber and nutrients. But here's what really happens inside your body. You eat carbs, your blood sugar spikes, insulin is released to lower blood sugar. Your body stores fat instead of burning it. Your blood sugar crashes. You feel hungry again. Your brain panics. Cravings kick in. You eat more carbs, and the cycle repeats. This is why you're always hungry. Carbs don't provide long-term satiety. They trick your body into thinking it needs more food. And don't think switching to healthier carbs solves the issue. Whole wheat bread, granola bars, and brown rice still spike your blood sugar. They might digest a little slower than white bread, but they still keep you in this endless loop of hunger and fat storage. And if that wasn't enough, every time you eat carbs, your insulin spikes. And when insulin is high, fat burning shuts down. Your body prioritizes burning sugar for fuel, meaning your fat stores remain untouched. If you've ever felt like you're doing everything right but still not losing weight, this is why. Your body is literally being prevented from using stored fat for energy. Instead of being a fat-burning machine, it's stuck in storage mode. Think of it like a locked vault. Insulin is the key holder. And as long as insulin is high, that vault stays shut. No matter how much you exercise or how few calories you eat, your body refuses to access its fat stores. So what happens? You feel tired, hungry, and stuck. You keep reducing calories, keep struggling, and eventually you give up because hunger always wins. When you're constantly hungry, your body isn't just asking for food, it's begging for energy. But instead of giving it real fuel, traditional diets keep you trapped in a cycle of temporary highs and crushing lows. At first, you feel like you can power through. You drink more coffee, push through the fatigue, and tell yourself you'll get used to it. But soon, your body starts sending stronger signals. Your hands feel shaky, your focus disappears, your mood shifts, you're irritated, anxious, and desperate for food. And when you finally eat, the relief lasts only a couple of hours before the hunger returns stronger than before. And here's the brutal truth: hunger always wins. No one can fight against it forever. And that's why you feel like you're failing, because the system was designed to make you fail. If you've ever lost weight only to gain it all back, it's not just bad luck. It's because traditional diets break your metabolism. You start a diet, cut calories, and lose some weight. But most of that weight is water and muscle, not fat. As your body senses food scarcity, it slows down your metabolism to survive. Hunger increases, making it harder to stick to the diet. Eventually, you eat more, but since your metabolism is now slower, you regain even more fat than before. Sound familiar? That's because it happens to almost everyone, and every time it happens, it gets harder to try again. Your body becomes resistant to fat loss, and your mind becomes exhausted from the cycle of failure. But perhaps the most devastating consequence of these diets isn't physical, it's mental. Every failed diet chips away at your confidence. You start blaming yourself. You wonder if you just don't have enough willpower. You tell yourself, maybe I'm just meant to be overweight. The truth is, it's not your fault. You weren't given the right strategy to lose weight without suffering. And over time, this failure mentality affects everything: your relationships, your social life, your motivation to try again. You avoid mirrors. You stop enjoying meals. You start thinking that losing weight is just an impossible dream. And that's exactly what keeps people trapped in this endless cycle, because they've never experienced a diet that actually works with their body instead of against it. But what if you could lose fat effortlessly, without hunger, without cravings, and without fighting your body? That's exactly what the carnivore diet does. In the next part, I'll show you how this diet eliminates hunger naturally, allowing your body to burn fat continuously without struggle. If you're ready to break free from this trap, hit that subscribe button now and let's fix this together. At this point, you've tried everything: low-calorie diets, cutting carbs, working out harder, eating healthier foods. And yet, no matter what you do, the hunger always comes back. The fat refuses to leave, and it starts to feel hopeless, like your body is working against you. But what if it's not your fault? What if the problem isn't you, but the very foods you've been told to eat? The carnivore diet eliminates hunger and makes fat loss automatic because it works with your body's natural biology, not against it. And it all comes down to 4 powerful factors. First, satiety from protein and fats. When you eat protein-rich, high-fat animal foods, your body gets exactly what it needs to feel satisfied for hours. Unlike carbs, which keep you trapped in a cycle of constant cravings, protein and fat trigger powerful satiety hormones, naturally reducing your appetite. That means no more calorie counting, no more small meals every few hours, and no more fighting against hunger. You simply eat until you're full, and your body responds by keeping you in a constant state of fat burning. Second, no insulin spikes, which means maximum fat burning all day long. Every time you eat carbs, your insulin spikes, signaling your body to store fat instead of burning it. But when you eliminate carbs, insulin stays low and stable, and your body is forced to tap into its stored fat for fuel, constantly. This isn't just fat loss, this is fat destruction. Your body enters a relentless fat-burning state called lipolysis, where fat cells are broken down at an accelerated rate and converted into pure energy. Without insulin spikes, fat is unlocked from storage effortlessly. You become a fat incinerating machine, burning fat every single hour of the day. And here's the best part. This happens while you feel completely satisfied, without hunger or cravings. Instead of relying on sugar highs and crashes, your body runs on pure, uninterrupted, fat-burning energy. You stay sharp, focused, and full of energy, all while shredding fat effortlessly. Third, hormonal optimization. If you're constantly hungry and struggling to lose weight, it's not just about food, it's about hormones that have been out of balance for years. The carnivore diet fixes this. For men, it boosts testosterone and growth hormone, essential for fat loss and muscle retention. More muscle means a higher metabolism, so you burn more fat, even at rest. For women, it helps stabilize hormonal imbalances, reducing the effects of excess estrogen, which often leads to fat accumulation in the thighs, hips, and lower belly. When estrogen is out of control, your body tends to store more fat in these areas and retain more water, making it harder to slim down. But once your hormones are balanced, fat loss becomes easier, and your body naturally shifts towards a leaner, healthier shape. Cortisol, the stress hormone, also drops, meaning less stress eating, fewer cravings, and easier fat loss. And finally, leptin sensitivity is restored, so your brain actually knows when you're full. No more mindless snacking. No more cravings. Just effortless appetite control. The result? You eat real nutrient-dense foods, stay full for hours, have steady energy all day, and finally see your body responding the way it was meant to. No hunger, no suffering, just real, lasting fat loss. Now that you know exactly why you've been stuck in the cycle of hunger and failed diets, and how the carnivore diet can finally help you lose fat effortlessly, it's time to take action. You don't need to keep struggling. You don't need to keep starving yourself. The answer is right in front of you. You've seen how traditional diets trap you in a cycle of cravings, low energy, and frustration. You've seen how your metabolism, hormones, and hunger have been working against you for years. And now, you know how to break free, how to finally take control of your body and experience real, lasting fat loss without hunger, without suffering, and without fighting against yourself. The question is, what will you do with this knowledge? Will you continue down the same path, hoping for different results? Will you stay trapped in diets that leave you exhausted and defeated? Or will you finally step into the version of yourself that you were meant to be? Leaner, stronger, more confident, and in total control of your body. This is your moment. Right now, you have a choice. You can walk away, do nothing, and keep spinning in circles. Or you can take the first step toward a transformation that changes everything. So if you're ready to finally lose fat effortlessly and take back control, hit that subscribe button now. Turn on notifications so you don't miss what's coming next, because I'll be showing you exactly how to implement this, avoid common mistakes, and accelerate your results. You've seen the truth. Now it's time to act. Let's do this together.